Good morning, dear students. Today we will discuss digital electronics data converters, analog to digital converters topic. So here, analog to digital converters means analog voltage is input voltage. We will convert into the binary form, that is the digital output. For that, you can consider one block diagram, that is the ADC, analog to digital converter. Here the input voltage is analog input voltage. That one either you can consider VA or VI, no problem. So coming to output is D1, D2, D3, so on up to DN, n digits, D1, D2, D3 up to so on DN. So D1 is called MSB bit, DN is called LSB bit. So this is total binary data, that's why it is called digital output. This is the block diagram. So in this block diagram, the analog input voltage will be converted into the digital form, and this circuit will have two buttons. One is SOC, another one is EOC. SOC means it is a start of conversion. Conversion start అయ్యేటప్పుడు button will be pressed. And EOC means it is called end of conversion. Start of conversion button and end of conversion button, the two buttons will be accessed, and the reference voltage is applied to the block diagram. Based on this, the analog input voltage will be converted into the digital world. So simply here, analog input voltage VA will be converted into the digital form, digital binary word. That binary words are denoted with here D1, D2, D3, so on DN. So capital D is the represents decimal value, that is the binary equivalent decimal value. So D is equal D1 into 2 power minus 1 plus D2 into 2 power minus 2 plus D3 into 2 power minus 3 plus so on up to finally Dn into 2 power minus n, where here D1 is shows MSB value and Dn will shows the LSB value. This is the binary equivalent of decimal value. Like this decimal value will shows the analog input voltage. Analog input voltage is split into this digital parts. To converting like this, we have ADCs, analog to digital converters. Here in this analog to digital converters, two different types of ADCs are there. One is simply here direct type A to D converters, direct type ADC, and another one, second category, is belongs to the integrated type ADC. So direct type ADCs, how it will be worked, and integrated type ADCs, how it will be converted to analog into the digital manner. Means in direct type ADCs, analog input voltage VA and internally generated voltage, internally voltage, that is V in analog input voltage VA, these two will be compared at a comparator operational amplifier. Based on this comparison method, the counter will be incremented step by step manner, the digital form will be generated. So just the input voltage will be compared with the reference voltage. Based on this comparison, the digital data will be converted to its corresponding analog input voltage. In integrated type ADCs, it is not a comparison manner. Simply here, analog input voltage, first it will be converted into the linear function of time and frequency. First we will convert the analog input voltage into the linear function of either time or frequency, that these two relation will be frequency is indirectly proportional to the 1 by time. Frequency is indirectly proportional to the 1 by time, and then it will be converted into the digital, output. So based on that comparison manner, here this operation will be performed here based on the transformation of analog voltage into the time and frequency, then it will be transferred into the digital output manner. Now coming to here direct type ADCs. We will discuss about ramp type analog to digital converters, or it is also called as single slope ADCs, analog to digital converters, as well as this modified form. In this drawbacks, whatever the modified form is explained as counter type ADCs, or it is also called as ADC using DAC. And another one is SAR type ADC. SAR means successive approximation register type ADC. And similarly we will discuss about tracking or servo converter, as well as here flash type converter, or it is also called as parallel comparator ADC. These all are belongs to the direct type ADC. Direct means based on this comparison method the conversion will be done. In case of integrated type ADCs, here charge balancing ADC, or it is also called as dual slope ADC will be appeared for integrated type ADC. In each and every ADC we will discuss now. First of all, we will discuss about ramp type ADC or single slope ADC. Here we have to take one comparator initially, that is nothing but operational amplifier. Here operational amplifier having two inputs, one is a non-inverting input, another one is inverting input. So for non-inverting input you can assign their analog input voltage, which we will convert into the digital form. That one you can apply one input, and another input is it is connected to the ramp generator. Why? Because ramp type ATC. So here we can connect a ramp generator. So these two will be compared. Ramp generator is nothing but it is the reference voltage here, and the reference voltage, analog input voltage, these two are compared here, and its corresponding output will be produced at this point. So this operational amplifier will act here as a comparator. How the comparator will be operated means, here ramp voltage, it will be generated like a linear manner. This one you can consider as a reference voltage. VA will be compared with the reference voltage. VA is greater than the reference voltage. VA is applied to the inverting potential, non-inverting potential, and VR is applied to the reference voltage is applied to the non-inverting potential minus inverting potential. So if VA is greater than VR, then the comparator output is at logic 1. Positive voltage ఎక్కువ ఉంటే 1. If VA is less than VR, then simply comparator output is at logic 0. So these 2 points, based on that the comparator will be produced either 0 or 1 output. Then this output is connected to the one AND gate. This is the AND gate. One input is connected to the comparator, other input is connected to the clock input. So we are applying here clock input to the this one AND gate. Then what is the AND gate principle? Means simply here AND gate logic is, if it is 0 0 output is 0, 0 1 or 1 0 output is zeros. If it is both inputs are 1, then output is 1. So A, B, two inputs, here output is 1. This is the basic logic of AND gate. Means one of the input is 0, output is automatically 0. If another input is 1, based on that another input output will be produced. ఒక ఇన్పుట్ 0 అయితే డైరెక్ట్గా అవుట్పుట్ 0 అని చెప్పొచ్చు. ఇంకో ఇన్పుట్ 1 అయితే based on another input either 0 or 1 will be appeared. So in this logic, if the comparator output is 0 dot clock output will be 0 appeared. If comparator output is 1 dot clock will be provided as a output. If the clock pulse is low level, output is at low level. If the clock pulse is high level, output is at high level. Like this output of this AND gate will be connected to the binary counter. This output of this AND gate is connected to the BCD or binary counter. What is the meaning of counter? Means counter will starts counting operation how many clock pulses are received to it. It will counts and it will stores. And to storing this binary counter, we will connect here additionally latches circuit. Latch means it will the 1 bit storage element. To storing each and every bit, we will connect here latches in series. After that, using decoders and driver circuit, we will connect to display unit. Why we will use here decoder? Decoder will convert n inputs to the 2 power n outputs. So latches will have the different input output ports, and display unit is also having some different input output ports. So these two matching purpose we will connect here decoder or driver unit. This is worked as a impedance matching circuit. Simply see here, these two are compared and output of the comparator will be connected to the AND logic. Based on that AND logic, that output will be either 0 or clock signal will be applied. If the 0 will be applied to the counter will stops counting. Counter, what it does, simply how many clock pulses received to it, just it will counts number of clock pulses. So whenever the AND gate input is 1 dot clock will be provided to the binary counter will be incremented by step how many clock pulses will be received to it. That whatever counted value will be stored and it will be displayed through latches decoders to the display unit. To controlling this circuit, here we have to take one timing and control unit. Here timing and control unit. So output of this comparator will be connected to the timing and control unit. Output of this comparator is connected to the timing and control unit. This timing and control unit controls the ramp generator circuit, as well as it will resets the binary counter as well as latches. So it will be reset this one, this will also resets, and it will controls ramp generator. Why these three modules only? Means these two are storage units. Whenever we are taking new data, means we have to erase all previous datas. So to erasing that one, we will use timing and control unit. Using this timing and control unit, the total BCD counter data as well as latch data will be erased. As well as here, when the comparator output will be 0 means the analog input voltage is exceeded by the reference voltage. This means the ramp generator will start the generating the signal. That will be indicated by using this timing and control unit to the ramp generator. Suppose you have to consider the analog input voltage is 5.1 volts. If the reference voltage ramp generator will be generated from starting position, means 0. If the analog input voltage VA, you can consider it is a 5.1 volts. For example, you can consider it is a 5.1 volts, and the reference voltage initially it will be at 0 position, and binary counter is also initially at 0 position. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, its value is 0. So when VA is compared with the reference voltage, means 5.1 volt is greater than 0 volts, then the comparator output is logic 1, and clock will be provided to the binary counter. Counter will starts incrementing, means it is 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. Means now here 5.1 volt will be compared with this 1 volt. Then again comparator output is 1, again it will be incremented by 2 in binary form. 5.1 volt will be greater than 2 volts, then comparator 1 will be incremented 3. 5.1 volt will be greater than 3 volts, comparator will be incremented, it will be 4. 5.1 volt will be greater than 4, comparator value will be 1, again it will be incremented. 5.1 volt will be greater than 5, then comparator output will be 1, again it will be incremented. 5.1 volt will be less than 6 volts, then this is the ramp signal. Then comparator output is logic 0, and clock will not be produced to the binary counter. Whatever the previous value will be there, that will be stored. So here the 5.1 volt will be there. Our comparator binary counter will be 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1. So this value will be produced. This value is nothing but 5 volts. This value is nothing but 5.1 volt. So the error will be expressed as actual value 5.1 volts minus obtained value, that is the 0.1 volt. So error or accuracy, quantization error or accuracy will be defined as plus or minus LSB point, plus or minus LSB point. Here LSB means we will take 1 unit increment point. So 1 by 2 into 1 means it will be 0.5, plus 0.5 to minus 0.5 is acceptable error for this. In our circuit, how much error will be there? 0.1 volts. Like the ramp generator will be operated in this one. But in this major drawbacks are, one is ramp generator point, another one will be resolution. So in this we have to discuss about drawbacks of this one. So first one will be resolution. Resolution is very less. And the second point will be temperature effect. Temperature effect is more on ramp generator point. Due to the ramp generator will be affected by the temperature. When the temperature will be increased, it will not be produced exactly ramp voltage. Due to that, aging problem will be affected. So that's why same this ramp generator circuit will be replaced by whatever the binary counted value will be directly connected to the reference voltage by using D to A converter. This modification will be done in next. Now in this case we will discuss about counter type ADC or ADC using D to A converters. In previous ramp type A to D converter, just we will modify in ramp generator place DAC, we will get this circuit. So I will explain this one. See here, this is the comparator circuit, this one comparator circuit, this one comparator. Here it will have the analog input voltage and a reference voltage. These two will be compared here. Output will be either logic 1 or 0 will be produced. So if analog input voltage VA is greater than VR, output of this one will be logic 1. If VA is less than VR, output of this one will be logic 0. So this comparator output is, if it is 0, zero dot clock signal, 0 will be produced to the binary counter will not be incremented. If the comparator output is 1 dot clock signal will be produced to the output, then the clock signal will be applied to the binary counter will starts counting. Means the counter will be incremented by one step when the clock will be received to it. And in previous case, as it is, this binary counted value will be latched. After that, latched means it will be stored using decoders or driver circuit. We are connecting to the display unit, and it will be displayed how many clock pulses will be arrived to it. It will be counts and displays. Now in this circuitry, in previous case, here ramp generator is there. That ramp generator will be modified as a D to A converter. That's why it is called counter type or ADC using DAC. So in this again you can connect D to A converter from binary to this one. Here 8 bits are there. That's why 8 lines I am representing. 8 bits are there. This binary counter is 8-bit binary counter. That's why that all bits are connected to the D to A converter. In this D to A converter, either you can connect here weighted resistor D to A or R to 2R ladder network. This one, just the digital data, again it will be converted into analog form. That reference voltage will be applied to the comparator input. Suppose here you can consider the analog input data will be 5.7 volts. So analog input voltage you can consider as a 5.7 volts. Initially this control unit resets the binary counter value. So if it is resetted to 0 position, the binary counter will have 0 output. So it will have initially 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, total 8 bits appeared. So this binary data 0 will be converted into the analog manner, like it will be 0 volts. That 0 volts is applied to the comparator here. So the reference voltage is now 0 volts. 5.7 volts will be greater than 0 volts. Then the comparator output will be at logic 1. Then the 1 dot clock will be produced to the binary counter will be incremented by 1. Then it will be 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. Again using D to A converter, this binary data will be converted into the analog form. This 1 volt will be again applied to the comparator. 5.7 volts is greater than 1 volt. Again comparator output is 1. Again that binary counter produced their clock pulses, it will be incremented. Then this value will be again using D to A converter. it will be converted to the analog manner. Like 5.7 volts will be greater than 2 volts. Then again it will be repeated. 5.7 volts will be greater than 3 volts. Again it is repeated. 5.7 volts will be greater than 4 volts. As well as 5.7 volts is greater than 5 volts. 5.7 volts will be less than 6 volts. Less than 6 volts. Less than 6 volts. Now here the comparator output will be displayed as 0, then whatever the previously stored value will be 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 1, 1, 0. This will be 6 value will be here compared. So this will be produced to the display unit. So now the voltage will be obtained voltage will be 6 volts. Our original voltage analog input voltage will be VA is equal 5 volts. Then the error or accuracy will be defined as actual value 5.7 volts minus 6 volts, that is nothing but minus 0.3 volts. It is acceptable error will be plus or minus 0.5 volts. Why? Because here we are considering 1 unit. So it is eligible for minus 0.5 volts to the plus 0.5 volts. Within that only it will be settled. Output is settled. Like here ramp generator will be replaced. Then the temperature effect will be decreased here. The drawback is overcome. But here the drawback is speed is very less. The speed is very less. Why? Because here ADCs are using as well as DACs are using analog to digital, digital to analog. Both conversions will be done. That's why speed of operation will be very less. This is the first point. And second point, here we are using DAC. The DAC must be very sensitive. So that's why to eliminating these two drawbacks, we will go to the dual slope or integrated type ADC. That one now we will discuss. In this case, these two drawbacks will be overcome. Now coming to third category, dual slope ADC or integrated type A to D converter. So in this case, integrator means there we are not using like previous circuit ramp generator or D to A converter. ఆ రెండు తీసేసి ఇంటిగ్రేటర్ సర్క్యూట్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇంటిగ్రేటర్ అంటే ఏంటి? దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఇంటిగ్రేటర్ పార్ట్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఇంటిగ్రేటర్ సర్క్యూట్ పార్ట్. So it will have RC element with along with operational amplifier. This one already discussed in analog electronics subject. So this operational amplifier along with input side we are connecting R and output side we are feedback path side we will connect capacitor. This will act as a integrator. This output we will call V01. What is V01? V01 is equal, here it will be connected to the inverting operational amplifier. So minus 1 by R1 into C1. Integral Vi into dt. This is the integrator function. So V01 is nothing but output of integrator. That output of integrator will be minus 1 by R1 into C1. R1 means here input side resistance. C1 means feedback path capacitance. So minus 1 by R1 C1 into integral of that corresponding input voltage, whatever it is there, this will be produced. So now the integrator input will be two models are there. One is analog input voltage, which we have to convert into the digital form. Another one will be negative reference voltage is there. Here the function is single pole double through switch. So this switch will be controlled by MSB bit of binary counter. This is the MSB bit of binary counter. If If MSB bit of that binary counter is 0, MSB bit of that binary counter is 0, then the switch will be connected to the analog input voltage, means it will be connected to the VI is equal to VA. If MSB bit is equal to 1, MSB bit value will be 1, then the switch will be disconnected to the analog input voltage and it will be connected to the reference voltage, means that input voltage is equal minus V reference voltage. So based on that MSB bit point, either the input voltage will be analog input voltage or reference voltage. That's why dual slope means one is a positive analog input voltage, another one will be negative reference voltage. Dual slope. Integrator type, integrator we are connecting, and remaining circuitry, normal circuitry like previous two cases, whatever we have, same thing. Here we have comparator circuit. In that comparator, the non-inverting potential will be connected to the 0, ground means 0. So when the V01 voltage is greater than this one, then the comparator output will be logic 1. If V01 will be less than this output voltage, 0 voltage, comparator output will be logic 0. So based on V01 integrator output, the comparator output will be switched between either logic 1 or 0. Then if it is 1, the clock will be provided to the binary counter. If it is 0, clock will not be provided to the binary counter. It will not count. Just whatever the binary counted value will be there, that one through latches, decoders, it will be displayed to the display unit. So like we have to compare this one. The main function will be dual slope as well as integrator. Remaining procedure as it is same. Now we can take when the input voltage by an MSB bit is 0, if MSB bit is 0, initially the counter will be 0, then the analog input voltage must be connected to the VA. So VA is applied to the integrator circuit, then the integrator output will be V01 is equal to minus 1 by R1C1 into integral 0 to time some duration dt1 Vi into dt. What is VA value? VA is equal the analog input voltage VA, you can connect here. V01 is equal minus 1 by R1 into C1, then integral 0 to T1 VA into dt. VA is the voltage, so minus VA by R1 C1 into that corresponding T1. Integral dt is nothing but T. Integration differentiation cancel T. 0 to T1 means here we will denote with T1 point. This is the first point. Means the graph will be look like a, this is the time duration, its corresponding charging case. When the input voltage VA, analog input voltage VA, we will get the negative going ramp. Why? Because it will be connected to the minus point. So that's why minus 1 by RC into integral 0 to T VA into T. Here 0 to T1, till 0 to T1 it will be a negative going ramp. That's why it is indicated by minus sign. So here the output voltage will be minus VA into T1 by R1 into C1. Then whenever the MSB bit is 1, whenever the MSB bit will be 1, then the input voltage will be connected to the minus V reference voltage. Then the output voltage is equal to minus 1 by R1 C1 into integral VI into dt. In VI place we will connect their reference voltage. Then minus 1 by R1 C1 into integral minus V reference voltage into dt. Minus into minus plus value. So V reference voltage by R1 C1 into that corresponding here T1 to T2. So R0 to T2 we can call, this is the T2 volts V01. Means it will be here negative reference voltage, negative into negative, it will belongs to the positive, it will goes to high. So from 0 to T1, this one, T1 to T2, this potential will be presence. So here the output voltage V01 is equal here V reference voltage into T2 by R1 C1. This is the capacitor charging time. This one we will denote the capacitor discharging time. Now simply charging voltage is equal to the how much it will be charged, that one equal to the discharge voltage. So you can consider this is the magnitude. When we will consider magnitude, that negative sign will not be appeared. So VA into T1 by R1 C1 is equal to the V reference voltage into T2 by R1 C1. Here R1 C1 is cancelled. VA analog input voltage into T1 is equal V reference voltage into T2. This total, this is the very important formula. In this any three parameters we know, we will easily calculate the fourth parameter. So if VA, T1, VR is known, T2 is equal to VI into T1 by V reference voltage. By using VI means analog input voltage VA into T1. By using this formula, we will calculate how much time, discharge time we will easily calculate. And T2 time duration T2 is directly proportional to the analog input voltage. That's why analog input voltage will be converted into the time, linear generation of time. Then this time will be converted into the digital manner. This is not a comparison procedure, just it will be conversion process. So like that, in dual slope A to D converter, we are overcoming the temperature problem and resolution problem, as well as a DAC sensitivity problem. And but here speed will be, here drawback is speed will be low compared to all, very low, but accuracy is more accuracy. Perfectly it will be converted into the analog to digital form. Thank you all. In next video we will discuss about successive approximation type A to D converter as well as flash type A to D converter. Then these 5 ADCs, how much conversion time it will takes to converting analog to digital form. That is the competitive question we will discuss in next video. Thank you.